The massive chamber of the Galactic Council hummed with the voices of 1,000 species. Representatives from every corner of the universe gathered in the grand amphitheater, their diverse forms creating a living tapestry of evolutionary paths. Some floated in containment fields, others stood on specialized platforms, and a few existed as pure energy within crystalline matrices. They all shared one common trait: the capacity for advanced intelligence and the ability to travel among the stars. At the center of the chamber, the holographic image of a blue-green planet rotated slowly. Earth. Order the Council will come to order. The voice of High Counselor Zeth, a tall, willowy being with 6 digits on each of 4 hands, silenced the chamber. We have gathered to vote on Resolution 7829, the classification and treatment of species E3429, known locally as humans of the planet Earth. From her observation pod, Rena Solari, representative of the peaceful Lumrian Alliance, watched with growing concern. The Lumrians, with their iridescent skin and crystalline eyes, were known throughout the galaxy for their commitment to diplomacy and peace. Yet even they had been swayed by the propaganda against humans. The evidence has been presented, Zeth continued. The species demonstrates alarming tendencies toward violence, resource consumption, territorial expansion, and technological advancement despite their social instability. The Threat Assessment Committee has classified them as a Type 3 potential extinction-level threat to galactic peace. Murmurs rippled through the chamber. We will now vote on the resolution to implement containment protocols, including resource appropriation, population management, and technological restriction. In simple terms, the resolution proposes to establish Earth as a controlled labor colony before they develop interstellar capabilities. Rena felt sick. Controlled labor colony was nothing but a diplomatic term for slavery. She had studied Earth extensively, even learning their languages. Yes, humans were flawed and often violent and short-sighted, but they also created breathtaking art, showed remarkable resilience, and possessed an unmatched capacity for adaptation. They deserved better than this. But her voice was drowned out. One by one, representatives of each species cast their votes. The Draconians, reptilian warriors with a vast empire, voted for enslavement. The Shin collective, hive-minded insectoids, voted for enslavement. Even the usually neutral Medusan Confederation voted to contain the human threat. The vote was unanimous. Every species had voted to enslave Earth. Resolution passed, Zeth declared, implementation to begin immediately. What no one in the council chamber realized was that Earth was not as isolated or defenseless as they believed. For centuries, unknown to most of its own population, Earth had been building defenses and gathering intelligence on potential cosmic threats. And in a detention cell deep within the Draconian flagship, a captured human warrior named Alex Tanner was about to show the galaxy exactly why humans should not be underestimated. Alex had been captured 3 months earlier during a routine Draconian scouting mission to Earth's outer solar system. A veteran of Earth's special forces, and now a member of the secretive Stellar Defense Initiative, Alex had been tracking the alien vessel when his stealth ship malfunctioned. He lay on the cold metal slab that served as a bed, counting the rhythmic pulses of the ship's engines. 3 months of observation had taught him the patterns of the guards, the weaknesses in their security systems, and most importantly, the location of his confiscated equipment. Among that equipment was a seemingly insignificant metal cylinder, a container of specialized nanites developed by Earth's top scientist, Catherine Reynolds. These microscopic machines were Earth's secret weapon, capable of interfacing with and reprogramming alien technology. If Alex could reach them, he might have a chance of warning Earth about the impending invasion. The cell door slid open with a hiss, and a Draconian guard entered, plasma rifle at the ready. "Up, human? Commander Vexar wants to see you." Alex complied, allowing the guard to secure his hands with energy restraints. As they walked through the corridors of the ship, he mentally mapped their route, noting the decreased security presence. Something big was happening. Most of the crew was occupied elsewhere. They entered the command deck where Commander Vexar stood before a massive view screen displaying the Galactic Council's vote. The Draconian commander turned his scaled face twisted in what passed for a smile among his kind. "Ah, the human warrior. I wanted you to witness this historic moment," Vexar said, gesturing to the screen. "Your planet has just been classified as a labor resource. Soon my fleet will lead the vanguard to your world. Your people will serve the greater galaxy. You should feel honored." Alex kept his face neutral, but his mind raced. "My people will resist." Vexar laughed a harsh grating sound. "With what projectile weapons, nuclear devices, primitive energy shields? We have been monitoring your technology for decades. You are children playing with toys." "Don't underestimate us," Alex warned. "Brave words from a species about to be enslaved," Vexar replied. "Perhaps you'll be more useful giving us information about Earth's defenses. It would make the transition less painful for your people." "I'd rather die." "That can be arranged, but not yet. First, you'll watch as we begin the invasion. Guards take him to the holding cell on the observation deck. I want him to have a good view when we enter Earth's atmosphere." As the guards led Alex away, he knew his window of opportunity was narrowing. The invasion fleet was preparing to depart. He needed to act now. The holding cell on the observation deck was less secure, designed for diplomatic guests rather than prisoners. As soon as the guards left, Alex began working on the energy restraints. Using a technique he had practiced countless times, he dislocated his thumb, sliding one hand free of the restraint with a muffled grunt of pain. With one hand free, he accessed a hidden device implanted beneath the skin of his forearm, a neural disruptor designed by Dr. Reynolds to interfere with alien neural networks. He activated it, sending a pulse through the cell's security system. The door slid open. Moving silently through the corridors, Alex made his way to the storage area where his equipment was held. The ship was in pre-launch chaos cruise, preparing for the journey to Earth. Using the neural disruptor to bypass security, he entered the storage bay and quickly located his gear. The nanite container was intact. He activated it with his thumbprint, and the lid slid open to reveal a swirling mass of microscopic machines. Following his neural commands, the nanites spread across his body, forming an almost invisible protective layer. "Time to send a message home," Alex whispered, accessing the ship's communication array through his enhanced neural link. The nanites interfaced with the alien technology, bypassing security protocols and establishing a secure channel to Earth's defense network. "Stellar Defense, this is Operative Tanner. Authorization code Alpha Zulu 9877. Earth faces imminent invasion. Galactic Council has approved enslavement protocol. Full fleet deployment in progress, implementing Prometheus protocol." The message sent Alex moved to the next phase of his plan. The nanites spread from his body into the ship's systems, infiltrating core functions and gathering data. He didn't have enough to disable the entire vessel, but he could create a distraction. And what a distraction it would be. On Earth, in a secured facility beneath the Rocky Mountains, Catherine Reynolds received Alex's transmission with growing horror. The brilliant scientist had dedicated her life to developing technologies to protect Earth, always suspecting that humanity wasn't alone in the universe. The nanite program had been her crowning achievement, microscopic machines capable of learning, adapting, and interfacing with any technology they encountered. "Alert the Council," she ordered her assistant. "Activate the Prometheus protocol." Around the world, hidden defense installations hummed to life. Orbital platforms, disguised as communications satellites, repositioned themselves. Deep beneath the oceans, massive energy generators began charging. Earth had been preparing for this possibility for generations, hidden from the general population, to prevent panic and to maintain the illusion of vulnerability. Meanwhile, on the Draconian flagship, alarms blared as systems began malfunctioning. Doors opened and closed randomly. Life support fluctuated, and communication arrays broadcast static. In the chaos, Alex made his way to the hangar bay where smaller scout ships were docked. As he approached a sleek scout vessel, a voice called out behind him. "I knew you were more trouble than you appeared." Alex turned to see Rena Solari, the Lumrian representative he'd noticed on the observation deck. Her crystalline eyes regarded him with curiosity rather than hostility. "You're escaping," she said. "Take me with you." "Why would I trust you?" Alex asked the nanites, forming a defensive position around his vital organs. "Your people voted to enslave mine." "Not by choice," Rena replied. "The Council has been manipulated. The Draconians and their allies want Earth's resources and your labor force. They've spread lies about human aggression to justify the invasion. You didn't stop it. One voice against 10,000s I couldn't. But I can help you now. I know the fleet deployment strategies, the invasion timeline, and I can help you navigate back to Earth." Alex hesitated, then nodded. "Any tricks in the nanites covering my body will eliminate you before you can blink." "Understood." Rena moved toward the scout ship. "We need to hurry. Once Commander Vexar realizes what's happening, he'll lock down the entire hangar." They boarded the vessel, and Alex let the nanites interface with the controls. The ship hummed to life, its systems responding to his mental commands. "Impressive," Rena observed. "What are those machines?" "Earth's insurance policy," Alex replied as the ship lifted off. The hangar doors began to close, but the infected systems responded to the nanites' commands, freezing the mechanism. The scout ship shot through the narrowing gap into open space. Behind them, the Draconian flagship's weapon systems activated, firing a barrage of energy pulses. Alex maneuvered through the attack, pushing the scout ship to its limits. "They're mobilizing fighters," Rena warned, monitoring the sensors. "Let them come," Alex said grimly. "We just need to stay ahead until we reach the jump point." The scout ship accelerated, weaving through the forming invasion fleet. Smaller Draconian vessels peeled away from their formations to give chase. Energy weapons blazed across the void, some grazing the scout ship's shields. "Approaching jump coordinates," Rena announced as the ship shuddered from a near miss. "Engaging jump drive," Alex replied, directing the nanites to optimize the engine output. The stars stretched into lines as the ship tore through space, leaving the Draconian fleet behind. When they emerged from the jump, Earth's solar system spread before them. Alex immediately activated the ship's stealth systems and set course for his home planet. "They'll follow us," Rena said quietly. "You've only delayed the invasion." "We're not trying to stop it," Alex replied, a grim smile on his face. "We're counting on it." As the scout ship approached Earth, Alex sent coded transmissions to the hidden defense network. Acknowledgement signals flashed back, confirming that the Prometheus protocol was fully activated. "What is this Prometheus protocol?" Rena asked, watching as seemingly ordinary satellites began to reposition themselves around Earth. "Humanity's answer to extinction threats," Alex explained. "For centuries, various governments and organizations suspected we weren't alone. They prepared in secret, developing technologies specifically designed to counter advanced alien threats." "That's impossible. Your official technology level is nowhere near advanced Tuvun. To fight an interstellar civilization," Alex finished for her. "That's the point. We maintained the appearance of division and technological limitation precisely to avoid drawing attention until we were ready." The scout ship docked at a hidden orbital platform, disguised as a weather satellite. As they disembarked, they were met by a security team led by Catherine Reynolds herself. "Welcome back, Alex," the scientist said, her stern face breaking into a relieved smile. "And I see you've brought a guest." "Dr. Reynolds, this is Rena Solari from the Lumrian Alliance. She helped me escape and has information about the invasion plans." Catherine studied the alien with cautious interest. "We'll need to debrief you both immediately. The first wave of the invasion fleet has already entered the system." They descended to the command center, a vast chamber filled with advanced technology that rivaled anything Rena had seen in the Galactic Council. Holographic displays showed the approaching Draconian ships still several hours from Earth. Status report, Catherine ordered as they entered. Nanite defense grid at 94% coverage. An operator responded. Gravity disruptors online. Phase shields activated around all major population centers. Counter-invasion forces on standby. What do you mean by counter-invasion? Rena asked, alarmed. Alex and Catherine exchanged looks. We're not just defending Earth, Catherine explained. The Prometheus Protocol includes provisions for a counterattack if diplomatic options fail. The Council believes they're dealing with a primitive, disorganized species, Alex added. They're about to learn otherwise. On the holographic display, the Draconian fleet grew closer, led by Commander Vexar's flagship. The invasion force was massive, hundreds of warships carrying troops and slave processing equipment. They're broadcasting a demand for surrender, an operator announced. Put it through, Catherine ordered. Commander Vexar's scaled face appeared on the main screen. People of Earth, your planet has been classified as a labor resource by unanimous vote of the Galactic Council. Surrender now and the transition will be managed humanely. Resist and we will use force. You have 1 Earth hour to comply. Catherine stepped forward. This is Dr. Catherine Reynolds of Earth's Unified Defense Network. We reject your classification and your demand. Earth is a sovereign world. Leave our system immediately or face the consequences. Vexar laughed. Brave words from a primitive species. Perhaps you misunderstand your situation. Our technology is centuries beyond yours. Your weapons cannot harm our ships. We'll take our chances, Catherine replied calmly, terminating the transmission. Begin evacuation of surface populations to the shelters, she ordered. Activate the nanite defense grid. Around the world, civilians were guided to underground complexes that had been built in secret over decades. Meanwhile, the nanites that Alex had deployed throughout the Draconian flagship began their secondary mission, transmitting detailed technical specifications of the alien fleet to Earth's defense network. They're launching the first attack wave, an operator announced. On the screens, Draconian fighters descended toward Earth's atmosphere. As they entered the outer layers, the first surprise awaited them. The nanite defense grid, billions of microscopic machines floating in the upper atmosphere activated. They swarmed the incoming ships, infiltrating their systems and disrupting their flight controls. Dozens of fighters began spiraling out of control, some crashing into each other, others burning up in the atmosphere. The few that made it through encountered Earth's gravity disruptors devices that created localized fluctuations in gravitational fields, tearing the ships apart. In the command center, Alex watched with grim satisfaction. Phase 1 complete. The main Draconian fleet, seeing the destruction of their advanced force, deployed energy weapons from orbit. Massive beams of destructive energy lanced toward Earth's surface, only to be deflected by the phase shields protecting population centers. Their weapons are adjusting, Catherine noted, studying the data. The shields won't hold indefinitely. They don't need to, Alex replied. Just long enough for Phase 2. On Catherine's command, Earth's hidden orbital platforms revealed their true nature. What had appeared to be simple satellites transformed, unfurling advanced weapon systems. Concentrated beams of energy shot upward, targeting the Draconian fleet's engine and weapon systems with surgical precision. Impossible, Rena gasped, watching as Earth's defenses systematically disabled ship after ship. This technology, it's beyond even what the most advanced council species possess. Necessity breeds innovation, Catherine said simply. When you believe you're alone and vulnerable in a potentially hostile universe, you prepare accordingly. The battle continued to rage above Earth. The Draconian fleet, despite their superior numbers, found themselves outmaneuvered and outgunned by Earth's hidden technologies. Commander Vexar, watching his invasion force being decimated, ordered a strategic retreat to regroup. But Phase 3 of the Prometheus Protocol was already in motion. Counter-invasion forces deploying, an operator announced. From hidden bases on Earth's moon and Mars, sleek warships emerged. Unlike the bulky, imposing vessels of the Draconian fleet, Earth's ships were smaller, faster, and virtually undetectable to conventional sensors. They carried specialized weapons designed to disable rather than destroy. Your goal isn't annihilation, Rena realized watching the deployment. It's submission. We don't want to destroy the Council species, Catherine confirmed. We want to ensure they never threaten us again. Alex nodded grimly. Sometimes the only way to achieve peace is to demonstrate that the cost of war is too high. Earth's counter-invasion force engaged the retreating Draconian fleet using precision strikes to disable their jump drives and communication arrays. Cut off from reinforcements and unable to escape, ship after ship surrendered. Commander Vexar's flagship, still partially compromised by Alex's nanites, was the primary target. Earth forces surrounded the vessel, neutralizing its weapons and propulsion systems. Vexar is requesting direct communication, an operator announced. Put him through, Catherine ordered. The Draconian commander appeared on screen, his usual arrogance replaced by barely contained fury. What trickery is this? You concealed your true technological capabilities from the Council, just as you concealed your true intentions behind diplomatic language, Alex replied, stepping into view. Earth isn't isolated or defenseless. We've been watching, learning, and preparing. The Council will not stand for this aggression, Vexar snarled. Aggression? Catherine raised an eyebrow. You came to enslave our world. We defended ourselves. Now, here are our terms. You will return to the Council and inform them that Earth rejects their classification. We are not a resource to be exploited or a species to be contained. And if I refuse, Alex smiled coldly, then we'll deliver the message ourselves after we've dismantled what's left of your fleet. The nanites currently in your ship's systems have already transmitted your weapons specifications, shield frequencies, and engine designs to every Earth defense installation. Your technological advantage is gone. Vexar's expression shifted from anger to disbelief, then to a calculating assessment. You've won this battle, humans, but the Council controls thousands of worlds. They won't allow a potentially hostile species to threaten galactic peace. Then perhaps it's time for new leadership in the Council, Rena interjected, stepping forward. My people and others will listen when they learn the truth about how the Draconians manipulated the vote. The choice is yours, Commander, Catherine said firmly. Be our messenger of peace, or become an example of what happens to those who threaten Earth. After a long moment, Vexar nodded stiffly. I will convey your message to the Council. Good, Catherine replied. And to ensure your sincerity, a contingent of our ships will escort you back to Council space. As the communication ended, Alex turned to Catherine. Do you think they'll listen? They'll have to, she answered. The alternative is a war they now realize they might not win. In the days that followed, Earth revealed itself to its own population. The truth about the hidden defense network, the secret space program, and the existence of alien civilizations was finally shared with humanity. After the initial shock and confusion, most people rallied behind the unified government that had protected them. Meanwhile, Commander Vexar returned to the Galactic Council, escorted by Earth vessels that demonstrated technology far beyond what the Council had believed humans possessed. The Council chamber erupted in chaos as Vexar delivered Earth's message and Rina Solari presented evidence of the Draconian manipulation. The vote was based on false information, Rina declared to the assembled representatives. Humans are not the primitive savages they were portrayed to be. They are resourceful, innovative, and determined. And now they are justifiably cautious of Council intentions. High Counselor Zeth, visibly shaken by the failure of the invasion and the revelations of deception, called for a new vote. In light of these developments, the Council must reconsider the classification of Earth and its species. One by one, the representatives cast their votes again, this time influenced by both fear of Earth's demonstrated capabilities and shame at their previous hasty judgment. They voted to recognize Earth as a sovereign world with full rights in the galactic community. When the vote was complete, a delegation from Earth led by Catherine Reynolds and Alex Tanner entered the chamber. The silence was deafening as the humans walked confidently to the center platform. Representatives of the Galactic Council. Catherine began, her voice carrying throughout the vast space. Earth comes before you, not as a supplicant, but as an equal. We defended ourselves against unwarranted aggression, but we do not seek revenge or domination. She paused, looking around at the diverse species watching her. Instead, we propose a new relationship based on mutual respect and cooperation. Earth has much to offer the galactic community: our unique perspective, our innovative technologies, our art and culture. In return, we seek knowledge, fair trade, and the assurance that no species will threaten our sovereignty again. Alex stepped forward. To demonstrate our commitment to peace, we are sharing limited aspects of our nanite technology as a medical resource. These machines can heal injuries and cure diseases across a wide range of physiologies. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. The council representatives looked at each other in disbelief. The species they had voted to enslave was now offering them advanced medical technology as a peace offering. Commander Vexar, his pride wounded but his pragmatism intact, was the first to respond. The Draconian Empire acknowledges Earth's strength and accepts their offer of peace. Other representatives quickly followed suit, some genuinely relieved at avoiding a potentially devastating conflict, others simply bowing to the new reality of Earth's position. High Counselor Zeth formally recognized Earth as the newest member of the Galactic Council, with all the rights and responsibilities that entailed. As the ceremony concluded, Rena approached Alex and Catherine. You could have demanded reparations punishment for those who supported the invasion. Why didn't you? Because that's not who we are, Catherine replied simply. Humanity has made plenty of mistakes in our history. We've learned that cycles of retribution only lead to more conflict. Besides, Alex added with a wry smile, we've made our point. I doubt anyone will be voting to enslave Earth anytime soon. Rina nodded thoughtfully. Your species continues to surprise me. Perhaps that's what the Council needs, a reminder that diversity of thought leads to innovation and growth. In the months that followed, Earth established diplomatic relations with various Council species. Trade agreements were signed, cultural exchanges initiated, and scientific collaborations begun. The nanite medical technology proved to be revolutionary, saving countless lives across the galaxy and earning humanity considerable goodwill. On Earth, the revelation of alien life and the planet's hidden defenses led to a new era of unity. Former adversaries found common ground in the face of a larger universe. Resources previously devoted to internal conflicts were redirected toward education, exploration, and further advancing defensive capabilities just in case. Alex Tanner, honored as a hero of Earth, eventually became its primary representative to the Galactic Council. His experiences as both a warrior and a diplomat made him uniquely qualified to navigate the complex interstellar political landscape. Catherine Reynolds continued her scientific work now with access to knowledge from across the galaxy. Her nanite technology evolved further, becoming the foundation for a new generation of medical and environmental restoration systems. And Rena Solari, respected for her courage in standing up for truth, became a key ally of Earth in Council matters. The Lumri-Unhuman friendship served as a model for peaceful relations between different species. 1 year after the attempted invasion, Alex stood on the observation deck of Earth's new embassy on the Council's capital world. Through the transparent dome, he could see representatives of dozens of species going about their business in the sprawling complex below. Rena joined him, her crystalline eyes reflecting the starlight, thinking about how much has changed. A year ago, they all voted to enslave us, Alex mused. Now they seek our friendship, our technology, our perspective. Fear and respect are powerful motivators, Rena observed. I'd prefer respect without fear, Alex replied. But I'll take what we've achieved. Earth is safe, and we've gained allies rather than conquered subjects. That's what makes your species remarkable, Rena said. Many others finding themselves in your position would have sought vengeance or empire building. Alex smiled. We've done enough of that in our history to know it doesn't lead anywhere good. Better to build bridges than weapons. Though you're still building weapons, Rena pointed out with a knowing look. Of course, Alex acknowledged without apology. Peace through strength isn't just a human concept, but our primary focus is on defense, not conquest. We've seen what Imperial ambitions did to the Draconians. Below them, Commander Vexar entered the embassy with his delegation. The Draconian Empire, once the primary threat to Earth, was now cautiously engaging in trade negotiations. Their pride had been wounded, but pragmatism prevailed. Do you think it will last? Rena asked quietly. This peace. Alex considered the question seriously. Nothing lasts forever, but we've created something worth preserving. Earth is no longer isolated, vulnerable, or ignorant of the wider universe. Whatever comes next, we'll face it as part of the galactic community. In the council chamber, preparations were underway for a historic occasion. For the first time, a human would address the full assembly not as a petitioner or a curiosity, but as an equal partner in galactic governance. Catherine Reynolds, chosen for her role in both defending Earth and extending the olive branch afterward, would present humanity's vision for interstellar cooperation. From medical technology to environmental restoration, from artistic expression to philosophical exchange, Earth had much to offer its new allies. And across the galaxy, on thousands of worlds, species that had once voted unanimously to enslave Earth now watched with a mixture of respect, caution, and curiosity as humans took their place among the stars. The lesson had been learned: underestimate humanity at your peril, but befriend them and benefit from their unique perspective and remarkable resilience. Earth, once targeted for enslavement, had instead become a valued member of the galactic community, not through conquest or domination, but through the perfect balance of strength and compassion. It was a new chapter in human history and in the history of the galaxy itself. As Alex prepared to join Catherine for the council address, he took one last look at the stars visible through the dome. Somewhere out there was Earth, a small blue marble that had surprised the entire galaxy. Ready? Rena asked, joining him in his ceremonial Earth uniform. Alex nodded, a confident smile on his face. Ready to show them what humanity is truly capable of. Together, they walked toward the council chamber representatives. Of a future none had imagined possible, just 1 year before a future where those who had voted to enslave Earth now sought its friendship, its knowledge, and its forgiveness. And Earth, with the wisdom born of both victory and restraint, was ready to lead the way forward.